I take my immersion into pop culture very seriously. I do my research and find out the show is an adaptation of a Gothic novella by Sheridan Le Fanu. I discover that even though the director had her heart set on Austria, none of the actors even bothered trying an Austrian accent. I Google these things. I read the novella. I waste my days on fruitless research. Like any self-respecting millennial, my sexual awakening was aided by films and books. The first romantic film with 2 female leads I watched was called Imagine Me and You. It was cheesy and predictable, and I loved every second of it. I'm glad it was my first film, because it made me realize what was missing in the next 200 films that I watched: happiness. And queer women who lived till the end of the movie. If they weren't dying, they were depressed. If they survived, they still had their hearts broken. It is a fact that if there's a queer woman on a TV show or a movie, she is more likely to die than any other character. If she's non-white, double it. Since 1980, at least 156 queer women have been killed off, with 10 dying in 2016 alone. Films that revolve around queer women follow one of 2 trajectories: closet narratives, where they are finding themselves, and at the end of the film are brave enough to come out, or heartbreaking narratives, where mostly because of the closet, but sometimes for other reasons, the queer character's death is used to advance the plot. Perhaps I'm just trying to defend my poor choice in YouTube web series, but there is something comforting in the idea that the first vampire in the history of literature, Carmilla predates Dracula by 26 years, was a woman and a lesbian. I think I will continue to watch Carmilla after all, despite the horrific dialogue and the poor lighting, because after everything, after years of looking for people like me in texts and hoping they survive, there is something to say about a queer immortal who simply cannot be killed. When Shai and I first started dating, movie nights almost always led to stale arguments. In general, I refuse to fast-forward anything. She needs to skip to the end in order to gauge if she wants to donate 2 hours to a film. I need subtitles because I am so scared I'll miss out on an important dialogue. She likes to read, cook, and do a million other things while watching TV. We strike a compromise, each choosing a film one week. Instead of films and shows we want to watch, we show each other our histories. She shows me the first film that made her want to be a writer. I show her the only movie whose ending makes me cry. We converse with each other through fiction, make up on the times we've missed by draping our secrets over the plasma screen. Sometimes there are queer characters in these. Mostly, they are unhappy. In New York on my own, after a particularly horrible film where not 1 but 2 queer couples end up broken-hearted and one dies in a bomb blast, I refuse to move from the couch until I have changed the world. I spend the night drafting synopses of us, stories about anything but us coming out, or breaking up, or our friends dying. 2 undergrads take a post-colonial course by a neoliberal gay man. They find themselves and each other. Navigating the difficulties of a queer relationship. A documentary. I just want her German Shepherd to like me. Srey says. Shai and Srey try dating each other despite living oceans apart. They live happily ever after. Apart from web series, I allow myself one luxury: superheroes. As someone who had been used to following their elder brother around everywhere, and mimicking everything he did, I grew up on comics.